Welcome to Is It Wrong to Watch So Much Anime with Jason and John, as we give you a quick 15 to 20 minutes of inside opinion and updates about the world of anime as we see it. This program is brought to you by the Parker Williams Branch, a Harris County Public Library. Let's go over the rules. This is a planned topics podcast. We will try and stick to the topic at hand and not have too many tangents. Number 2, while recording, we will have a 15-minute timer. We will try to wrap everything up within that 15 minutes. If we are having a good conversation towards the end of that time, there will be a bonus 5 minutes to wrap it up. Number 3, if the conversation is still too good to stop, we will stop recording that episode and start recording an overtime episode back-to-back released on the same day. And a fair warning, spoilers happen. Oops, our bad. Hello and welcome to Is It Wrong to Watch So Much Anime? And today's special for this month is, oh, what a Christmas chicken. So I have a poem for you, and it goes like this. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through Japan, everyone was stirring, but not for Christmas ham. The tickets all lined up by their boxes with care, in hopes that each family will enjoy some American fare. The children all nestled under the heated kotatsu, imagining the desserts and what the Colonel could do. And Mama in her kimono and I in my cap returned from a walk, a most romantic lap. When out on the door there arose such a clatter, they sprang from the table for food covered in batter. Away to the door I flew like a flash, tore open the handle to hand over cash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to the apartments below, when what to my wandering eyes should appear but a delivery guy and 4 boxes so dear. With a little old driver so lively and super, I knew in a moment it's the eats of the Uber. More rabid than beagles, the children they came. They emptied the barrel and called out by name. Now drumstick, now biscuits, now potatoes and mash. On coleslaw, on gravy, enough for a splash. To the top of my plate, to the bottom of my tummy. Now eat away until I feel crummy. The boxes they opened, the courses they flew, with plates of fried chicken and sides too. He was dressed in all white from his head to his foot. His clothes were so clean, no oil or soot. His glasses, how they twinkled. His smile, how merry. The letters KFC were as red, just like a cherry. The Colonel delivered a meal so nice. We even had cake, but just 1 slice. Kentucky for Christmas is an American feast, celebrated in the West and now in the East. That poem was inspired by what the Japanese call kirisumasu ni wa kintakai. So, way back in time, as one might say, in the 1960s. Yeah, long time ago. Mitsubishi, who makes planes and they make cars and all sorts of stuff, decided we want to make food too, so that we're a super conglomerate. And so they went to America and they brokered a deal with KFC to be the Japanese distributor. Now currently, Japan is KFC's 3rd largest market. Now, one of their managers of their first store, his name was Takashi Okawara. He's a Harvard Business School graduate at the Nagoya store, and he was one of the first KFC managers. Well, a kindergarten called him up and said, ring, 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 we'll buy all of our holiday meal boxes from you if you deliver it in a Santa suit. And so he did. Good for him, lots of money. So he dressed up as Santa Claus, and then other schools heard about it. And in those other schools, what they did was they called them up, same thing. Hey, if you dress up as Santa Claus and deliver the food, we'll order our holiday meals from you. So he came up with this great idea called a party barrel. So we have big buckets of chicken here in America. But over there, he decided that they were going to do the equivalent, but then also throw in the sides and throw in a cake on top of that. And he used to call it a party barrel. So this campaign to sell all these different barrels was called Sumasu Niwa Kentucky, or Kentucky for Christmas. And it was a huge nationwide success because they were celebrating Christmas in the traditional American way of eating a bird. Well, I don't think they understood that the bird we eat is turkey and they were eating chicken, but who cares? It's Christmas, right? So the most American of holidays celebrated right there in Japan. So it was such a success that in 1984, Takashi Okawara became the CEO of the Japanese branch of KFC until his retirement in 2002. So Kentucky for Christmas is so ingrained into the culture that there's even a song called Sutakai ni Holiday by Maria Tachakuchi, and it is known as the Kentucky Christmasu song. So every year they dress up Colonel Sanders as a Santa and other festive decorations. So what's in a party barrel? This is something that I should be ordering? So each meal is planned in advance, so you get different packages, and it can feed anywhere from 1 to 10 people. And there's a different variety of chickens. So you've got like fried chicken, you've got a rotisserie chicken, you've got like chicken that's sous vide in a bag with a wine sauce. So they got all sorts of different types of chicken, as well as mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, coleslaw, all the American favorites. So these boxes cost anywhere from 3,100 yen to 5,400 yen. So that's about $30 to $50. And they typically come with chicken, sides, cake, and they also sometimes come with wine. So you can even get a bottle of Kentucky Fried Wine. So around 3.6 million families in Japan partake in Kentucky for Christmas every year. And in the $540 million that they made in 2007, between December 23rd and December 25th, 53 million was made. So in 3 days, they made 10% of their total yearly sales in this Kentucky for Christmas campaign. So not everybody celebrates Christmas the same way, but I think this is kind of a neat way to go. So I'm going to throw it over to me and Jason to talk to you about, hey, some anime that has Kentucky for Christmas. Okay, so to continue on our KFC extravaganza, there are a lot of different KFC references that we see throughout different anime. So the first one that you might have seen from this season is from Higurashi When They Cry.
Yes.
The first couple episodes, they're digging out a Colonel Sanders statue.
Rena is a fan of all things cute. She's the, I guess, orange-haired, brown-haired girl, kind of. It's a weird color scheme. Anyways, she's a fan of all things cute. So she gets her friend to help her, Keiichi. I forgot his name for a second. She gets Keiichi to help her dig through a landfill because she finds this cute little type of doll thing. And when you see it, it's the Colonel.
Well, it's not a cute little thing. It's like 5 feet tall.
Oh, I'm thinking of the old one. And then the new one, then yes, it's still the Colonel because she loves cute things. And of course, the Colonel is considered cute when you animify him.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
so cute that I'm pretty convinced that Gentle Criminal in My Hero Academia is actually modeled after Colonel Sanders because he's got the same mustache, eyebrows, kind of the same haircut.
I mean, I'm sure if you pull up a little side by side between Gentle and then the Colonel from that dating sim game, it's gonna be kind of an uncanny resemblance, right?
I think so. It's just Gentle's got a hell of a lot more eyeliner.
Yes. What else? Let's see. Oh, Devil is a Part-Timer. That's another show. Not so much Christmas, but there is more KFC. Although in the show it's called Kentucky Fried Chicken because, copyright, I guess. But Devil is a Part-Timer is a show about a demon lord that gets stuck in our world. And
Haha.
what he ends up doing,
Reverse isekai.
yes, instead of overtaking the world, he ends up working at a McDonald's. Yeah. Yeah. And his ultimate goal is to become, I think, the greatest McDonald's in their area by selling all their Cajun style fries. It's a pretty funny show. But anyways, about into the middle of the season is when Kentucky shows up, and then they start this rivalry over trying to get, all the customers. So you've got the customers that, want fried chicken that start gravitating towards Kentucky. And then you've got Mao, the Demon King, trying to take them away from Japanese fried chicken.
Well, he's not going to do that around Christmas time.
No.
So another one that you could check out is not actually an anime, but it's a game. Like Jason had just said, there's a dating sim game on Steam that is pretty much Colonel Sanders themed.
I think it's called Colonel Sanders I Love You, which, of course it is. It's a dating sim game.
Uh-huh. So you go to this cooking academy and you go through all these different experiences. You have all these different choices that you get to make. And in the end, you try and get, Colonel Sanders to love you.
You just have to like his chicken, I'm sure. It can't be that hard to get the Colonel to love you.
Mm-hmm. So there is a show that actually has the Christmas chicken or Kentucky for Christmas as a reference directly in the script.
And it's not something that it throws out at you. It's kind of subtle, but I think that's that has more to do with the fact that it's so ingrained that they don't feel the need to
explain it much.
To, I guess, throw it out at you right in your face. Oh, look, we're getting fried chicken. That show is, My Teen Romantic Comedy Snafu. So about second season, also kind of midway through towards the last third, you've got Hikigaya and his sister just planning out the Christmas break, and his sister Komachi is reminding him that, hey, mom wants you to order the chicken and also get a cake, which is something that, as explained earlier,
in the party barrel,
is something you do for Christmas, which I think is pretty cool. Yeah. We don't do that here, obviously, but it's interesting that they thought that, hey, it's super American to eat fried chicken, so let's sell this, and it worked. Well, so you see, different characters that do that.
In the same season, they also move into Christmas as a theme because they're helping out with a local elementary school that's having a Christmas pageant. So it's that whole, I guess, mini arc within a larger arc.
Yes,
that is Christmas themed.
Yeah. I think one thing I've found when I was looking into this stuff is that they do like in Japan, they celebrate it, but not as much as we do, I guess. It's not as big a deal for them.
Well, it's more of a romantic evening. It's like Valentine's Day. For them, it's like Valentine's Day, and then, again, 1974 turns into more of a family event because Christmasu no Niwa, Kentucky.
But
so that,
a lot of shows deal with it.
Yeah. So, like one of the shows is actually the movie for one of them. So Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai, the movie. Rascal Does Not Dream of Dreaming Girl.
Yes.
The accident that was supposed to take his life.
Spoilers, by the way.
Oops. Well, they've been out for 6 months or longer.
That's true.
We saw it in the theater. How long has it been since you've been to a theater? Yeah, a long time.
About a year.
Yeah. So the accident that left him scarred, spoilers, is supposed to happen on Christmas Eve. So there's all this wacky stuff that's happening on Christmas Eve.
Actually, Christmas in anime tends to be when a lot of important stuff goes down, depending on the type of show you're watching anyways. So the next one would be Toradora, where I'm going to try to not spoil as much as we like to do spoilers, because that's a really great show. And it's been out a few years, and you can find it
It's on
anywhere.
Netflix.
It's on Netflix. Pretty sure it's on Crunchyroll. But anyways, Toradora is the story about these two people who like each other's friends, right? So they decide to come up with a pact where they're going to help each other. And the Christmas episode is, again, way into the show. So it's kind of almost a climax of everything that's been going on, and a bunch of important stuff actually happens in it.
So the boiling point of both the romantic lives and what they're going through together.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's a really good it's a good episode, and it's where it starts changing from what it's been, because that's basically the point of no return. After you find out all these feelings and everything, then it's like, well, how is this going to end? Mm-hmm.
Like I said, Christmas Eve, romantic night, Confessionville.
And then there's other little sub themes that they do for Christmas. You've got Santa outfits, right? Not just the guys, but also very much the girls, because it's anime. You have to show off your moe. Biggest example of that is K-On! Mm-hmm. That one is another really cute show about these girls in high school who decide that they want to make a music club together, like a band. Mm-hmm. And it's basically that. There's not much to it, but it's still very good, and the music is enjoyable. And then when they get to their Christmas episode, the teacher advisor there brings one of those Christmas suits. I'm sorry.
Santa suit?
Yeah, Santa suits. Wow. Brings a Santa suit and makes them try it on. So again, more Santa suits in basically every Christmas thing.
Well, and if you watch the disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya, you'll see poor Miku getting stripped out of her clothes again, and then put in another ridiculous outfit, this time Christmas themed.
Yes, that whole movie is basically set around Christmas. The whole premise is Kyon has to save Christmas, essentially, because everything gets turned on its head. And that was a really good movie to cap off the show. Beyond
fried chicken, what's more American than saving Christmas?
Exactly. The fried chicken is more of a bonus, really, because, who doesn't like some good food? Fried chicken is very much good food.
Yeah, actually, talking about this with my wife, she has said that for Christmas, instead of doing turkey or ham or something traditional,
KFC?
Well, maybe not KFC.
But fried
chicken?
Probably
I'll make it. But she's going towards that fried chicken.
That'd be an interesting thing to try. Because normally for Christmas, we just end up doing the usual things. Mm-hmm. But getting KFC, a cake, that'd be fun. That'd be a fun little experiment to try out one year. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's all we have for this Christmas chicken. I guess,
special episode.
I got stuff in my hair. I guess that makes it special.
It does. He dressed up as the Colonel for you guys. So hopefully you liked it.
Just for you. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, have a happy holiday, and we will see you next time when we wrap up the fall season for you as your present.
That should be fun. Yes. There are a lot of good shows.